Hi guys, Chris here from Cowboy Rugby. In this video I want to talk about Grant Williams, the superstar super sub for the Springboks. This year he's been mainly used from the bench for the Boks, but we know he's well capable of starting a game for the Sharks. Here you can see him on defense. What I like about him is with his speed, he's quick to shut down set plays, he's quick to get up in your face, and we know the Boks rely heavily on a rush defense. Here we can see him taking out Willemse, who's not a small guy, and it actually shows he's got a lot of strength. In this clip against Romania at the World Cup, you can see he started on the wing. So it shows he's got express pace. He's actually the fastest guy in the Springbok squad, according to reports. So that means faster than Mapimpi, faster than Fussy, Colby, Arendse, Kanan Moody, all of them. And what I like about him, as you can see in this clip, is he's got a winger's natural finishing ability, together with a great pass, great kick, and a lot of mongrel. This next clip for the Boks shows his fitness and his ability to just get to the breakdown quickly and get a pass away. As he's running along, he's assessing the situation, and as long as there isn't an obstruction like this one, he's getting the ball out really quickly, which puts the opposition on the back foot. And if you're on the back foot against Grant Williams, you know you're going to be in trouble. We'll see later on there are a few times where he actually gets the jump on opposition because they're momentarily halted and he just goes around them. As we saw in that pass to Arendse, really nice pass, and he's actually a very intelligent player, which we'll see later. He holds the ball up quite nicely in this try that's coming up. And because of his pace, he draws in a lot of defenders, draws a lot of attention. Watch how Lolesio and Harry Wilson are watching him here. So Williams goes left and does a soft pop to his right, and with Marat running out on the outside and drawing Lolesio's attention, Kwagga just goes straight through the gap there. And if Grant hadn't done that little soft pass and had just shot it out to Kwagga, there wouldn't have been a try there. Wilson would have just drifted. But because he picked up the ball and went to his left, they thought he might be running, and that actually created the space for Kwagga to go through for the score. Here you're going to see a really nice long pass out to Sasha. There it is. And now watch where Grant is. So he's just tracking on the inside, following along, and there you can see him highlighted there. So he's coming across, he's keeping up with the play. Shows firstly that he's really fit, and secondly that he's really, really fast. He also has a nice kicking game, which we're going to see coming up. And what I like about him is his kicks are contestable. He gets a lot of height on them, and also a good bit of distance, but not too much distance. So watch here, you can see the ball's gone quite high, it's near the top of the screen, and it's actually contestable. Cheslin gets up there. Now watch this pass. I've slowed this down. Look how far that actually is. That's about a 20-meter pass. And because he's got such a good pass, it creates the space on the outside. And not just that, it's an accurate pass in front of Sasha. Now watch here. He's gone all the way from the 10-meter line on one side of the field to the 22 on the other in about 10 seconds. And there he is, breakdown, and the ball's out. So what you want in modern rugby is to get a breakdown of just over 2 seconds. The reason for that is to catch opposition defenders out of position or offsides so that you can earn the penalty. Here we see Grant breaking from a scrum. He's quick enough to round the flank, and he actually fights through a couple of tackles. Again, we're going to see how his speed and the awareness of that speed draw opposition defenders to him. He's got 3 sets of eyes on him, which does create space for players outside him, but he actually didn't need them in this instance, and he just goes over for the try himself. Here, as I mentioned earlier, he's against opposition defenders who are on the back foot because of a dominant pack, and they've got no chance. This clip I added in just to show his intelligence. There you can see him raising his hand. He's already aware of the space, and he communicates well. With all these assets, the good pass, the good fitness, the awareness, the intelligence, I can see him becoming the Springboks starting scrum half. I think it's more a case of when, not if. Again, here's another example of his game-breaking ability. He's down on the ground, pops the ball up. That creates continuity. Again, here, long pass out. He sees the space and puts Mapimpi away. And here's an example of his determination. In this clip, you're going to see how Grant actually attracts the attention of 4 different players. So you can see there around the ruck, 2 of them are focusing on him, plus the 2 centers shooting up, and there's a man on the bottom shooting out to block off the long pass. Because they've now turned around to cover Grant, they're ignoring Rohan Janse van Rensburg. So Grant can run the gap there, and Rohan's running against a turned, well, actually 2 turned shoulders, the inside man and outside man, who are both looking at Grant. They've completely ignored him. Grant gets his hands through the tackle, and try time for the Sharks. If he didn't have that kind of pace, he wouldn't be a threat there. Again, here we see the Ulster line running up straight, and there's one man coming from behind the ruck. He's running towards the touchline. Grant can see that gap, and away he goes through. And with his pace, he can just run around the opposition fly half and score the try. That wraps up my look at Grant Williams. I think at the moment he's the perfect scrum half for the Springboks. He's a triple threat. He puts his body on the line, and he's got that warrior mentality that Rassie cherishes so highly. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and please hit that subscribe button and share this out to your friends. Thanks, guys.